Hey guys, welcome to Keep On Pushing Stories. Yeah, man, where we tell you real life stories of inspiration and motivation to get you going over your own challenges and to help you grow. And today I'm excited to welcome Hans Struzyna to the show. Hans, welcome.
Devon, appreciate you having me, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's great to have you. So I'm curious, man, tell us what it is that you do and how do you bring value? How do you serve your clients?
So I am a realtor partner with the Gunderman Group. We're the number one residential real estate team in the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area. So Oakland, Piedmont, Berkeley area. And the number one way that I focus on serving clients is simply focusing on not being a salesperson, but being a fiduciary and being a consultant, a confidant, someone who can help them make a good decision on often a 7-figure plus purchase or sale. I feel that my world revolves around risk mitigation and basically representing their interests and trying to get them the best deal out of it as opposed to trying to make a sale. So that's in a nutshell what I try and do.
Indeed. So if someone is looking for a fiduciary, someone who's going to be holding and guiding them through such a massive purchase, how would they find you?
Easiest way to do that is to go to Hans Struzyna, Struzyna.com. And that's my personal website. You can find everything about me there, my contact information, email, all that good stuff. And then I also have some cool stuff going on over on Instagram at Chief Sna. If you're more into Instagram, go check me out there.
All right, cool. So, dude, we've come down to the meat of the matter now. What I want to know is your keep on pushing story. I want to hear of a time when you had to overcome a significant challenge or you had to push yourself out of your comfort zone to go accomplish something amazing. So please do tell.
Let's see. I think the one that I'm thinking of most recently was post Olympics. So you and I share that connection, obviously, to the Olympic Games, and I came out of the Rio de Janeiro 2016 Games as a member of the U.S. men's rowing team, and we'd finished fourth. And as I've told you before, I saw that as a huge, colossal failure, frankly, because we were there to win a medal, and we had the opportunity to, for sure. We had the skills and the talent and the times and all that stuff. But we came out of there, we were fourth. And for roughly the next year and a half, I really viewed that that position as a failure, which thus meant I was a failure. And the keep on pushing part of this was I just had this kind of gear grinding and this just like unease in everything I was doing, from my relationship with my girlfriend, now wife, to the businesses I was trying to get into. I was just starting in real estate at that time. And it was showing up in a lot of really negative ways. And I finally had some input from, I believe, a therapist and or a life coach, probably both, to tell me, what if like, how does this 5.5-minute race really define you as a failure? And that resonated with me for a while. And I really had to go pretty deep and introspective into my own psyche and my own, core beliefs and say, does this seriously define me? And do I want it to define me for the rest of my life? And after some internal work and thought, I realized I did not want to let it define me as a person, as an athlete, as any of that stuff. And so it took a long time, a lot of work, a lot of conversations to come to that place. But when I came out from under it, it changed my relationship with not only that moment, but with the concept of failure, which is to say it was a thing that happened. it was a learning opportunity, but it doesn't change the way that I went into that race and really came out of that race, with the exception of I don't have a medal to show for it. And thus now for me, failure, or what most people would call a failure, I see truly as more of a learning opportunity and an experience, as opposed to an actual failure that has set me back and holding me back.
Mm. So is that a lesson that you've walked away from it, that failure is more an experience, a moment in time, something to learn from?
Well, there's a story of a famous stunt pilot who basically went up, did his air show somewhere, and then one of his engines blew up or something, and then he had to bail out, and he almost died in the crash. And it was an issue that one of his grounds crew left a wrench in the engine, and it came loose, and it blew up the engine. And the guy, the grounds crew guy who left the wrench, was so mortified and like in tears when he got on the ground, and was saying like, I will never work here again, blah blah blah. And he's like, well, of course you're going to work here again. I just spent we just learned so much from this. You're never going to make that mistake again now.
Exactly.
I'm sure I'm butchering the story, but the point is like that experience, that lesson was so powerful. Most people call that a colossal failure,
Mm-hmm.
but the pilot said, no, this is an opportunity for learning and for growth. And luckily I'm alive, but you're never going to make this mistake again. Now I know you're going to check the airplane 3 or 4 times. You're definitely on my team.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you just shift it just a little bit like that. And so, yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, powerful story, even more powerful a lesson to learn from it, that you're right, just kind of shifting your perspective and seeing the failure event more as just that, an event, a snapshot in time, something to learn from, that will prevent you from making the same mistake again, chances are, but also help you to grow. So, hey, we thank you for that, man. Powerful experience, powerful story. Guys, if you found value in this, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And just as importantly, share it. Share it with your friends because they want to be inspired as well. Until we connect next time, yeah, man, keep on pushing.